One of the most difficult things to do at work is to get people to agree. And all too often we think there are two options, but there's actually a third that's really powerful that I want to talk to you about. So option number one that we're pretty familiar with is control. This means that one person or a few people are in charge of making all the decisions. And while this is an easy system to implement, because there's no talking about it, there's just a few people who control it, it's not a very fun system to work in. And in fact, it's very ineffective in a changing environment like most of the ones that businesses are operating in today. So the alternative to control, most people think, is consensus. Now, consensus is not great either. On full democracy, where everyone always has a say in everything, that doesn't work either at companies. If you've ever seen a presentation that needed consensus, where everyone had to agree on everything, or a document that needed consensus, it gets ripped to shreds until there's nothing coherent there, because there isn't a single author that was nitpicked here and there instead of having a cohesive vision. So consensus, while it feels good, isn't very effective either. Because we just don't produce good work, and it's slow and painful. So where do we actually get between control and consensus? How do we actually get something done? Well, I would put out that consent, or alignment, maybe is another term to think about, is a way to get work done. In a system of consent, we're not looking for everyone to agree on everything. And we're not saying that only one or a few people control everything. We're saying that we want people's input. We want to understand what people feel. And ultimately, a decision will be made, and we'd like some permission to proceed with that decision so that people give consent, that they say, okay, I'll be a part of this. It allows someone to be a dissenter if they ever say, time out, this is not going well. And in a system of trust, that's a responsibility that we can give to certain people at certain times, or help people understand when can you be a voice of dissent to say, stop, this isn't in alignment with what we want, what our values are. So next time you think about how you run things on your team and you're a little worried, you either say, oh, I'm controlling things too much and people are frustrated, or man, consensus, we're just not getting anything done. It takes forever and 10 levels have to approve something. Think about governing by consent to get input and to make sure everyone's a part. It gets to contribute to the ideas and the decisions, but ultimately that we all look and say, I can support that even if I don't fully agree with it. I am aligned with my role in this decision.
I'm Ryan Siemens, and if you want more ideas like this, sign up for a new monthly roundup with tips, tools, and articles specifically for managers at manager.school.